Next question comes to us via voicemail. Take a listen to this.
Hey guys, so you actually played one of my voicemails a long time ago on your show, and so I was calling to ask about a different question. So I know that y'all are socialists or whatever, so I was wondering if...
Let's just stop there. I don't think Lewis and I have ever said that we're socialist. In fact, I've made it pretty clear that I actually do believe in well-regulated capitalism with a strong social welfare element for the government. But let's continue, even in spite of the false premise.
What you think about implementing National Socialism in the United States, the policies of... I know it's, Adolf Hitler, and he didn't like Jews.
Right.
But I was wondering what you think about implementing National Socialist policies in the United States.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not really, when I think about what policies I would want to implement here, I don't think of Adolf Hitler. I don't go around saying, I think what this country could really use is the implementation of Adolf Hitler's policies. But let's look at what the National Socialist platform was, which had 25 points, right? There were 25 points of the National Socialist Party. Most of them are not really relevant to other countries, right? I mean, number one, they demanded the unification of all Germans in Greater Germany. They demanded equality of rights for the German people in respect to other nations. They demand land and territory for the sustenance of their people. These are colonies, right? They're demanding colonization. Only a member of the race can be a citizen. I'm completely against race-based citizenship. No Jew can be a member of the race. Obviously, I'm against that, in case if people didn't know. Whoever has no citizenship can only live in Germany as a guest and is under the authority of the legislation for foreigners. They demand that the state be charged first with providing the opportunity for a livelihood and way of life of citizens before anyone else. The abolition of unearned incomes, breaking of debt slavery. They demand the nationalization of all associated industries. I don't agree with that. They demand a division of profits of all heavy industries, an expansion on a large scale of old age welfare. Yeah, there's elements in there, Lewis, of social democracy or democratic socialism, but there is absolutely no reason whatsoever to go to the National Socialist Party of Adolf Hitler and to even try to pick out things that sound okay, maybe, when you have so many other models that you can go to.
Agreed. I think trying to make that comparison is unnecessary, or trying to pick things from their points. But of course, there are things from their points that we could use, some of which we already do. As
there would be, you could take almost any regime or dictatorship or whoever, and you could find something in their platform that might sound good to you, or that might already be the way that the law is implemented. But to say that, let's just go and let's adopt Hitler's points of view and just change the ones we don't like. No, I don't. To answer the question directly, Lewis, and you can as well, I don't think of that. I don't look at National Socialism and National Socialist Party as the way we should go forward. And by the way, I don't think we've ever said that we're socialists.
Right. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. Like I said, I'm sure there are things we could take from their points that we would implement, but it's not because it was from the National Socialist Party. It's just because it makes sense, and it's probably a good thing to do.
All right, keep your questions coming. 3 questions every Friday at the end of the show. These questions, Lewis, do really well on YouTube. I don't know what it is. People just love checking out the questions.